Hey everybody! What day are we? I think we might be Tuesday. I've just got to check here on me. Yeah, it's Tuesday, 13:47. So yeah, another quite nice day despite Storm Bertie. Yeah. So anything happened today with me? Yes, Claire came to see me this morning, which was jolly nice. She's got me some cheaper electric and gas, I think. Different tariff. Did me shopping. Lovely crusty bread. So for me lunch, well, brunch really, because I don't do breakfast, I had crusty baguette with a still warm hard-boiled egg. Not massively hard-boiled, so it's still, midway between a boiled egg that you have with soldiers, but it's still warm, and the bread, because it's fresh, crusty baguette, absolutely fantastic with real butter on it, real butter. I used to eat spreads, and Claire got me onto real butter. And once when we used to go to my granny's when I was little, and that, my granny was born in Kirkcaldy. I think my granddad was born in Folkestone or somewhere down that. He was a naval man, and they had a lovely house, big house with land out the back, not masses of land, but big enough. They had a woods with nut trees. But yeah, when we used to go to my granny's for tea, she used to have a plate with bread and butter on as well. Like you'd have the other stuff like cake and whatever. But she used to have bread and butter with real butter, and it's just like Moorish. So even though I don't know, in those days you think, it's a bit boring, bread and butter, but it's the taste of the butter, and the bread was nice and fresh. It's just beautiful. And yeah, Claire got me onto butter again. But I used to buy spreads, for economy, price, because it's cheaper and it lasts longer, which is still a cheaper sort of thing. But even utterly butterly, which is supposed to taste like butter, was probably a mark up from margarine, which is like absolutely horrible. But real butter, that's the best. Anyway, what's this song I've got? Arlo Guthrie. I think it's like a folk singer sort of bloke from the 60s. Don't know if he's still going, to be honest. But apparently he did like a 20-minute ramble. This song's called Alice's Restaurant, and it lasts 20 minutes, to listen to him singing it, but he's talking in between, and then there's just what they say, the chorus. It's all there is. So it's like, that's it. Yeah, so I think he plays that at the beginning, then he just talks a lot, and then plays it again at the end. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Well, you walk right in, it's around the back, just half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want from Alice's Restaurant. Not very long, I still messed it up. Yeah, anything else to report? Anything happening today? It's been another lovely day, despite Bert. But according to me weather forecast on my computer, which has just gone black, worse weather on the way. But as I say, the sun's gone down a bit now, but it has been a beautiful day outside. Not that I've been outside, but I've looked through the door, sniffed the air, and there was just like a dampness, like it was drizzling in the air. I was sniffing it, I'm thinking, that's nice. But I really ought to get outside. But as I've said before, you get cold very quickly because not actually moving. You know, it's not like I can go for a walk in it or anything and keep warm. But anyway, Arlo Guthrie. Well, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Well, you walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railway track. You can get anything you want from Alice's restaurant. Alice's Restaurant. Not sure if there's a film called Alice's Restaurant. I don't know. I ought to have looked it up. I had to do research, really, shouldn't I, before I start trying to play songs and that. I think it's something to do with the American draft, you know, where you a bit like national service. See, that's the thing. Government, right at the minute, first off, well, today's news, they're going to turn job centres into, I don't know, job centres reborn or something, I don't know, and get more people back to work. So they're thinking more people back to work, so they'll be paying tax and they're not claiming dole or anything. But previously in the budget, they put national contribution, employers' national contributions up. So they can't afford to take new people on because they can't afford it because the government's taking money off them. So it isn't going to work, is it? So, and they're saying apprenticeships and stuff like that. But even if they go through an apprenticeship, which I suppose they get dole money for, and they come out at the other end as a I don't know, a plumber or something, plumbers might get some work. You'd be self-employed, couldn't you? But yeah, employers aren't going to take them on because it's going to cost them more money than it's worth, sort of thing. But yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, national service, if they brought that back. I think they dropped it just before they dropped it before I'd have to do national service. I'm not sure whether it was, he did it at 16 or 18 or whatever. It was 2 years in the army or the navy or the air force. So I never had to do it. But then I'm thinking national service, but the government's still got, or the army, the military have got to pay for these soldiers to look after them, and the government's got to give the military the money to do it. So they haven't really saved anything. They're just, I don't know, it's just messing about, isn't it, with figures. But no, thankfully, I'm now retired from it all. And I get my state pension, I get a couple of work-related pensions as well. So I'm not rich by any means, I haven't got like loads of money. But I've got enough to get by on. Do you know what I mean? I can get, like this time next year, I don't see myself on the streets. I've been watching YouTube videos of on the streets and that, and thinking when it's real bad weather out there, I'm thinking, God, thinking if I was on the street, could I sleep in a shop doorway when it's minus God knows what, and it's freezing cold, and you haven't got any money for food, and where do you go to the toilet? And it's just horrible, isn't it, to be homeless. And thankfully, a year from now I won't be homeless. Might be dead, but I won't be homeless. So one more go at this Alice's restaurant. I quite like it because it's sort of short and it's sort of jazzy. Oop, boop, boo, be-doo-doo, be-doo-doo, you be-doo-doo, be-doo-doo-doo, do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do, well, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Well, you walk right in, it's round the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. So that's it for today, folks. It's Tuesday, so what's happening tomorrow? I think my friend Claire's coming around again tomorrow. Oh yeah, I might have a foray upstairs on the stair lift to see if I can access the shower safely. So at the minute I've got I've got two wheelchairs down there, but the one I'm sitting in, I've got my power chair, which obviously is no good. But then I've got a third wheelchair upstairs, which I've tried once, go up the stair lift, transfer onto the upstairs wheelchair, get to the shower, but then I couldn't get over the lump, like the door thing on the floor, like, I don't know, piece of wood on the floor. So that's all been sort of sanded down. So I'm going to see tomorrow if I can get up there, dry run for the shower. This is quite a thing, isn't it? And get in there and it's all going to work, okay, without me falling off the chair. And then I've got to have the ambulance people come and end up in hospital for Christmas. And I think at least the last 2 years I've been in hospital at this time of year. I'm thinking, I'm going to be in hospital for Christmas, which we don't want. Right, anyway, enough of that. Words and music to this Alice's restaurant below the YouTube video, which is Wheelchair Ukulele with Lollipop Man. And thank you for subscriptions. Thanks for your hearts and your comments. And I love you all. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye.